So all intelligence agencies work in sync. Okay,
Hmm.
so you have Bureau for the internal security. You have the the research and analysis wing to look after the external affairs. Military intelligence also has a very defined role. It is limited to the intelligence requirements of the army. That's all they look into. That is their main prime focus. You can say that is the core of their functioning. So, although this might look a very small area to work in, it expands phenomenally. And that expansion involves your coordination, your synchronization with other intelligence agencies. So, if you let me take you back to Pathankot attack. During Pathankot attack, there were so many agencies which were involved. There was NIA, there was IB, there was RAW, there was everything. And I was in Amritsar when that happened in Pathankot. So I could witness that how well coordinated things were, how well planned the actions were being carried out, and how the intelligence setup has been communicating with each other at like time to time. Information is going, timely information is reaching. The turnaround time between an information coming to somebody who's sitting at a grassroots level like me as an intelligence field officer, the turnaround time was very minimal. So with technology and with how the functioning of the whole agencies have transformed over a year, we cannot say that military intelligence is only limited to the military
Yeah.
dimension. It is the core of core of its job. Rest, it has to be aware. So, for example, uh, when we talk of military security, also, if you see defense experts also talk about what is happening in Israel. They will also talk about what is happening in China. They will also talk about what is happening in Pakistan. Why? Because these things impact our security situation. And so does the military intelligence setup also looks into these things, because it has to know what is apne neighborhood mein kya ho raha hai,
Hmm.
because that impacts our country's national security to a very, very great level.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so that is what is military intelligence about. It works. You can say it is a militarized form of the intelligence bureau, and elements of the research analysis wing put together. They have created a very cohesive setup which caters to the requirement of the military leaders.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, like this intelligence bureau also, they have field officers and a team who only works for the analysis part of it, right? So, is it also the
Yeah.
same here as well?
Um, okay, so here we have something different, because army always believes you cannot be, knowing one thing and you don't know the other.
Hmm.
Army always believes that you have to be jack of all trades, but also master in one. This is what my seniors told me the moment I stepped into the organization. So you should know how to be a field officer. You should know how to be an analyst. You should know how to be a language interpreter. Like for example, I have done Pashto language course, so I am skilled to interpret this particular language. So there are people who interpret images, so they are the imagery intelligence specialist. So like this, in our setup, you cannot differentiate an analyst and a field officer. Sometimes these roles, at a grassroots level more, it is
Hmm.
played by the same set of people.
People.
And then slowly, as the information goes up higher and higher, there in that hierarchy, you will see that difference, that okay, these are the setups which are looking into the
Like,
gathering of information, and these are the analysts.
hmm.
So this changes this definition. The definition of an analyst and a field officer changes with how you see things in the hierarchy of information.